we're back. I'm glad to be back. Builders, the most important call of the week. And I'm excited to be here because number one, we're gonna go over some stuff as far as targets and certain skills that that's gonna help you to close off the year strong. Can we agree that in December, most people have already given up? Is that not true? Most people are already like they had their New Year's resolution, they had their goals, and at this point, they're like, you know what? It doesn't look like I'm going to hit it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But if you're on this team, chances are you're probably not someone who's going to give up. You're not someone who's going to give up on yourself or cut yourself short just because it doesn't look like things are going to happen. Again, we never miss the mark. We just change the deadline sometimes, right? That's okay. That's totally okay with us. But yeah, like I said, for those of you that don't know me, and actually before I even introduce myself, because that's not as important as me knowing where all of you guys are tuning in from, because I want to see where we are around the world. Drop your flags, drop your countries. It's the World Cup right now, so I feel like we're in that international vibe. Where's everyone tuning in from? The UK, Toronto. I see the Canadian flag, US, Canada, Vancouver Island, Mississauga. We got a lot of Canadians. A lot of people in the US. Is that the Netherlands and Morocco flag? Congratulations to Morocco. If we have Portuguese people here, I'm sorry. I'm heartbroken just like you. Romania, Egypt. Edwin's in Portugal. It's got Edwin. Didn't I see you yesterday? Ovi, Canada, Rachel, US. I wish I was in the Netherlands. That's 100% sure. I wish we were still there. Moldova. Damn, we got people all around the world. Namibia, Netherlands. But yeah, so like you can already see that we got a lot of people around the world, and it's cool to get together on calls like this. I don't think I've done a builders call in a while, or at least it's felt like I haven't done one in a while, or maybe it's just a different type of energy that I have going through my veins right now because I'm excited. I'm more excited than someone should be to close off the year because, like I said, most people are just kind of at this point, they've already given up. But like I said, we have big targets with the organization. This is GC Champions. I'm your host today, Christian Perez. If you guys don't know me, I'm 24 years old. The youngest diamond ambassador male in North America, and I've been in this platform for 4 years building this business full-time. Really only I would say the last 2 years because I was in full-time university and time didn't allow me to really build full-time, but I was learning this thing. And I think the most important thing with learning about people and just seeing people, especially when you're on the other end of the screen right now, because all of you are doing something else, right? I don't know what it is that I see some of you sitting down in your home office. I see some of you driving, and I see some of you guys with virtual backgrounds. I mean, that's cool, right? And the thing is, I remember when I was just like starting for the first time, I had no idea exactly how I was going to get to the places that I wanted to end up. But what I knew is that I had the burning desire to make it happen. And I feel like that's a lot of people. A lot of you, can I ask another question? In the chat, let me know how long you've been in this business for. How long have you been with the team? Have you been here for a couple of days? Have you been here for a couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. Let me know how long you've been in the platform. Sean says a month. Samira says 2 weeks. Good to see you, Samira. 3 months for Umaima. 1 year, 1 month for Megan. Couple of days. Damn. So a lot of people, a lot of you are in different journeys. Like when I talk to all of you, and like for those of you that have gone started with me personally, then you know that on the call that I get on with you, I always say that we have a community of people that are in different places, right? And this is a good example of that because we have people that have been here for a very short amount of time. We have people that have been here for longer amounts of time, and we all get to learn from each other because that's what the community is made for. The community is made for you to learn from each other so that you can obviously take little experiences that everyone has and little bits of everyone's story and apply it so then you can see the success that you want. Now, with 2023 right around the corner, what do we have? What do we have for the end of the year? We're going to have campaigns, right? We have a lot of campaigns running already, but there's one that I want all of you to focus on. I'm going to give you a strategy on how to achieve this target for yourself. And number two, at the end, I'm going to promote all the rank ups that we had in November. Congratulations to all the people that ranked up in November. I'm going to promote you at the end of this call, but also for the platinum executives and above, you qualify for a leadership summit, a platinum executive summit that we're going to have sometime this month. And that's going to be really exciting. So if you guys are ready for this training and you're ready to finish 2022 off properly, drop a 7 in the chat. Blast some 7s in the chat. I want to see the chat blow up real quick. There we go. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to join in through my iPad and we're going to draw some stuff out. and get this thing going so all of you can, let me let myself in, so all of you can hit your targets that you have. So the thing is, a lot of people have different targets, like for the beginning of the year, right? And some of you, maybe the year didn't go too well, and that's, it's okay, but it's not okay. You know, you shouldn't lose sleep over it, but at the same time, you have the chance in the next 21 days to make this thing happen for real, right? So really make sure that you make up for everything that you did in the first, like 90% of the year, and in the last month, really double up and make something happen that will set you up well for 2023. So I'm going to share, first of all, before I give the plan, I want you to see what the plan is. I want you to see the flyer for the campaign this month. So who wants to see? Who wants to see? Wait, where is it? Where is it? Hold on, let me find it. Oh, let me send it to myself. Let me send it to myself. Who wants to see the flyer for the campaign for the next 21 days? There we go. Okay, let me share the screen so y'all can see it. That's it. I don't know why it shows up kind of weird. Hold on. Let me redo this. Let me redo this. New share. Let's do the desktop. There we go. Now let's do it. So the campaign for the end of 2022 is Army of Champions. We got 20 to 21 days left to end the year. And the goal for the organization, I mean, I already spoke to the platinum leaders. I already spoke to the diamond leaders. We know this goal is a very small goal. But the reason why I have this is because I want all of you working towards the same thing. And 100 is a very, very, very clean number. We're going to have 100 new champions in the organization by the end of this month, 21 days. I know we're going to crush that. I know some leaders on this call already have a target of 100. So it's going to be, you know, like 200, 300, 400, 500, who knows? I don't know. And if you're someone who's brand new, I'm going to explain this and what this means to all of you. So 21 days to end the year off and have 100 new people join the team. Okay, so that means all of you working towards getting your first couple of success stories, working towards getting your first couple of enrollments, a couple of people, because this is a builder's call, right? If I want to talk about investing and trading, we know that we have what call do we have Tuesday for investing and trading? What call do we have Tuesday, team? Champions U, right? Champions University every Tuesday at 7 p.m. If we're talking about investing and trading, that's the call that you guys want to go on. But today is the builder's call. This is all about social media. This is all about building an online business. This is all about being an entrepreneur. And when I say 21 days, this means that every single day now for the next 21 days of the month, what we're going to be doing is making sure that all of you are, you know, working towards your targets, you're booking appointments, you're posting content on social media, and you're making all the moves that you need to make so you can hit some targets by the end of the year. Okay, so that's going to be the campaign. I want you to screenshot this. I want you to blast it, put it on your Instagram stories. Do whatever you have to do because this is going to get people asking questions. I'm going to drop it in the GC Champions channel right now. So all of you can put it in there. Cool. You guys can save this picture for yourself, but the target is 100 new champions. Drop 100 in the chat if you believe that 100 will be done by the end of the month. Drop 100 if you plan on helping the team get to that target. And mentally right now, I want all of you, this is my first assignment for the call. I want all of you right now on a piece of paper, which by the way, we know that note takers are money makers, right? We got to make sure that we have things written so we can refer to it back later. Learn with the intent to teach this to your future team, teach this to your current team. So right now I want all of you to write down a target for you. So out of that 100 people, how many people do you want to personally bring into this platform to potentially change their life? Obviously, you guys know that people are, you know, dedicated, they're contributing, they're actually following the assignments, they're on the trainings. We know what that's done for the organization. We see how many success stories we have on the team right now. So write down a personal goal for what you have for the end of December. And I would say minimum, all of you, your target can be platinum executive. I think that would be really cool. Even if you just joined 2 days ago, if you don't know what platinum executive is, I just want you to have the number 7 in your head. Just drill it in your head, number 7. Okay. So I want all of you to aim to have at least seven new enrollments, even if you've never done it before. This will help you, believe that it's possible, even if it's something like I said, maybe you've been in this platform for a couple months and you haven't even done 7, but we're going to work on that and make sure it happens. And now I'm going to give you the game plan so we can obviously put it into numbers, because I know how much of a numbers people that this team is. I'm a very numbers oriented person, so we're going to go into this and actually share a game plan on how all of you are going to do this and make it happen, to obviously lead up to starting off next year really strong, because we know that if we start off next year strong, I want to finish. This is what I said to the Platinums yesterday. I want to finish 2023 in the first 90 days of 2023. What everyone's looking to accomplish in 12 months, I want to do in 3 months for this team. And I want that to be the same for all of you. Every 90 days is going to be like a year in regular business time for us. So what we're going to do in 2023 is we're going to experience like 4 years. So by the end of next year, y'all are going to be in 2027. So that's what I want to happen. And that's the vision that I have. And I want you to carry that vision moving on forward, because I'm going to tell you that you understanding and you looking at yourself in the mirror every single day and knowing what's in front of you and knowing what can come is going to excite you to make sure that you're doing something every single day. Okay? Every single day. And while your friends and your family are doubting what you're doing and not sure that this is legit or whatever it is, I'm telling you, in 2023, it's going to become very real for them. And you're going to have a lot of questions to answer. Okay. So if that works for you, let's move on to this training. Okay. So this is the plan. We've got the Army of Champions campaign that's going to happen, because that's exactly what we're doing. We're building an army for the end of the year. Why do we want to build an army? Because we want to be the number 1 team when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to online marketing, when it comes to investing, when it comes to self-development, when it comes to social media, everything. It doesn't matter what language you speak. This is going to be the reality for all of you. For those of you that were in the Netherlands when me and Rosanna spoke, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said to you guys that were there. I said that, there's going to be people that walk out of this room with their lives changed, and some of you are going to choose to live the exact same life. But the whole important thing is understanding that a few months from now, you could have an organization of people that look up to you, that respect you, that are learning from you, and you can be in a position yourself to be a mentor. Do you think that Christian 4 years ago thought he was going to be a mentor? Did you think he was going to be speaking on stage? Do you think all this stuff was going to... I wanted that to happen. I had a vision that was going to happen, but I wasn't sure if it was real. Because a lot of the times when I saw these, lifestyles, when I saw these people, I looked at it and I said, is that even possible? Like, am I living in a simulation? Is everyone just given a role beforehand? I mean, some of you might argue that, but the point is that you can choose to level up your avatar in real life, right? That's the whole point and that's a major point, is you guys get to choose how you want to mold yourself, and your physical avatar right now, and what success you experience, what, level of, knowledge that you're going to obtain. And that's super important. So we're building an organization of people. I did not think it was possible, but I knew I had to try, because if I didn't try, I just end up in the same place anyways. So an army of what, guys? What's the army that we're creating? It's an army of champions, because we're here to win. I gave the 10 laws of winning. I gave that on the last Rich Call I was on. We're going to win. That's the only option for this year. Can you fail? Yes, but failing is not the same as losing. I don't, guys, we don't have losers on this team. We only have winners. We only have champions. Do winners fail sometimes? Yes. But failing is okay. Failing is part of the process. Failing is about failing forward, learning from what mistakes you've made and moving on to get better every single day that you're on this earth. So I want all of you to commit to get better every single day, because I cannot give you a plan until we commit mentally to be better every single day. That every day that goes on, I know I got a little bit better than I did yesterday. Does that mean I have more volume in my back office? Does that mean I have more money in my bank account? No, it doesn't. What it means is that I'm going to have more knowledge to take with me every single day. So that's the first commitment we're going to make. Okay. We're going to have 3 commitments that we make. today so we can close the year strong. Commitment number 1 is I will get better every single day. Commitment 2, I vow to win. Winning is the only option. Okay. And who am I winning against? Against myself. I said this on the GoPro recap call that we had a couple of days ago. And I said that the hardest battle you're ever going to have to face is the battle against you. The battle against you is the battle that most people lose. You want to know why most people don't accomplish the dreams that they have? You want to know why the graveyard is the richest place on earth? Because there's unlimited potential there, right? You want to know why so many people, and the number one regret when people are dying is that they didn't take a chance on themselves. They didn't take a risk when they were younger. It's because they lost the war and the battle. They lost the battle against themselves, but ultimately they lost the war because they've reached the end of their life. And now at this point, all they're filled with is regret. I vow to win against myself. I need all of you to write this down. I will get better every single day, and I vow to win against myself. Okay. And number 3, I will learn with the intent to teach. I will learn with the intent to teach. Everything that I learn in the next 21 days and everything that I learn for the rest of the year and then going into next year, I'm going to learn with the intent to teach. I'm not just learning it. Guys, you know how when we go to school, we learn and we write it down and we study it for the exam, and then after you forget it? How many of you can tell me that you remember almost 100% of the material that you studied in elementary school, in high school, in university, in college, whatever it is that you took? How many of you actually remember that information today? I promise you, none of you do. There's some information you remember, but it's not all of it. And the reason why is because you don't learn with the intent to teach. You want to understand why teachers recite the same thing every month or every year, sorry. They have the same curriculum, right? Because they've learned the new material with the intent to teach. But when you're a student, you're just learning with the intent to pass a course, to get a good grade. That's about it. I'm not learning so I can teach this to other people, because at the end of the day, I'm in school for something that I don't want to do, right? That's most of us. Most of us went to school for things we didn't want to do. It just was the only option. So now if I'm learning about financial literacy, I'm learning about entrepreneurship, I'm learning how to go from 0 to a full-time income online, I'm going to learn that with the intent to teach, because I know that I'm part of a community. I'm part of a system. I can share this on my social media and inspire more people that, number one, maybe they won't join me because maybe they're 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, but there are other people that are over 18 that are waiting for an opportunity, and all they need to hear is the right thing that comes out of your mouth. So I want you guys to learn with the intent to teach. Okay, those are the 3 commitments we're going to make. Those are the commitments as champions that we're going to make to close off the end of the year and start off 2023 with a bang. So now what we're going to do is we're going to exactly figure out your target. So your target to finish the net. So like I said, I'm going to repeat these words until like you get off this call and you're like, wow, I heard these so many times. 21 days, 21 days, 21 days, 21 days, right? I think Edwin said 21 Savage. 21. So we're going to do 21 days of full commitment. You're going to go 100% effort, even if you don't have all the time in the world. So some of you might say, Christian, I only have like 30 minutes to an hour a day to commit to this. That's amazing. That's 30 minutes to an hour more than the average person's committing. So regardless of the time that you have, what we're going to do for the next 21 days is you're going to go at 100% effort. We're going to go at 100% commitment, right? So 100% effort. I'm going to be efficient. So even if I have 30 minutes a day, I can do more than, let's say, let me just stir the pot right now. Let's say Dakota over there says, I only have, which I know she has more time, but let's say she only has an hour a day. And let's just say Edwin has 8 hours a day. If Dakota says, in my hour, I'm going to do more than what Edwin does in the whole 8 hours he has. That's what I want you to come into this month with. That's the energy I want you to have. I just picked them 2 because they're the first 2 that I see. Right? That's the first 2 that I see. have that mindset when it comes to the work that you do. Work with intent and work with efficiency. Okay. 100% effort. The next thing I want you to do is think of a target in your head that makes sense to you. So I want you to think of, I mean, I know we have these big goals and these big whys and all this kind of stuff, but the truth of the fact is that the why changes very often. The why changes based on your financial situation, based on what environment you're in right now, what level you're at in your business. But for a lot of you, especially if you're new, in the beginning, you're just looking to make some money. Yes, is the long-term goal financial freedom? Of course it is. Of course it is. But what you want at the end of the day is to have, a couple $100s, a couple $1,000s made in your first couple months. I'm sure that would be amazing for you guys. So I want you to think of a number, and this number, I'm going to give you a hint of what the number you should be thinking about is, and this should be around $600. What would you do with an extra $600 a month? I'm sure that would help, right? What's that quote again? You guys can help me out. For those of you that are heavy into the quotes, it's like everyone's a $500 mistake away from being in debt or something like that. So $600 prevents that from happening. This is a small target. This is a beginner's target. Some of you, your goal might be $10,000 monthly. For my people that have been here for a couple of months now, how many of you want to hit a six-figure income in 2023? How many of you want to hit a six-figure income in 2023? I have a note on my phone from 2018, the first year that I started, and I wrote in 2018, I made, I think it was a couple $1,000s. And this is from like my job, my seasonal job that I had. And then the exercise was write how much money you've made this year and write how much money you want to make the next year. So I want all of you to do that. Write down how much money do you think you've made this year from your online business and your job, and write down how much money you want to make next year from your online business and no job. For most of you, I'm sure most of you want to leave your job, right? You don't have to, but for those of you that want to do that, then I'm sure you don't want to be there next year, right? So that's the most important thing. Ask yourself, how much money do I want to make by the end of next year? So, okay, now I got my 100% effort, my efficiency, I got my target. This is what I want all of you to look at, really. So I'm focusing on the new people. For my leaders in here that you're looking to clear $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $25,000 a month or beyond that, your target is a bit different. And that's kind of what I went over on the platinum call. But for those of you that are first starting off right now, then, this is going to be your major target. And the target that I want you to have, what $600 means, is platinum executive. Platinum executive is the core rank in our business. And the core rank is super important. Why? Because this is where you start making a part-time income online. There's a rank called executive, which is $300, but I want to skip that step and I want to go straight to platinum executive. Okay. So this is where I want you to think. And my rule for hitting platinum executive is to usually have around 7 people in your business. 7, it could be customers, they could be affiliates, it could be whatever it is that you want. If you're strictly affiliate marketing, this could be 7 sales, right? 7 sales for you. But if you're someone who wants to build a business of people, this is 7 people building your business, or people using what we have for social media or investing just passively. Okay. So that's the target that we're going to have. 7 people in your organization. Does that sound good? Does that sound realistic? How many of you believe you can do that? I want to see the new people answer. I see a lot of new. Good. Samira, first one. Good. She said she believes it's possible. Who else? Stefania, Sean, Mima, Mia, Juan, Courtney. Oh, damn. I can't even keep up at this point. Carmen. There's a lot of you. Good. I need you to believe in yourself, first of all. Okay, so I'm going to talk to a couple of you. There's the 1% of you that really don't believe this is possible, okay? And for those of you that don't believe it's possible, I want you to understand that you've probably done a lot harder in your life than having 7 people in your organization. All of you are going through your own battles, and you guys have done things that are so much harder. You've come from backgrounds where you shouldn't be alive right now. You come from backgrounds where you shouldn't even be in a position where, opportunity or entrepreneurship or investing is even a reality in your situation. Trust me, you've done harder. You can do harder, so you can make it happen. So let's make sure that we have this target. Okay. Now that I've convinced you, we're going to move on to the next step. 7 people. Okay. 7 people. Now, how I'm going to do this is I got to make sure that I'm getting enough exposure. This is super important. Exposure is key in any online business. How many of us own a traditional business? Does anyone? I was going to say by a show of hands. I'm still in live event mode. How many of you drop a 3 if you own a traditional business or you know someone that owns a traditional business? Drop a 3 in the chat. Okay, so it's quite a few of you, right? In traditional business, I promise you, anyone, any of them, I could put them into this platform and I can 10x their revenue in their business today. How would I do that? Why? Because they're probably not leveraging something called social media, right? All of you, are you traditional business owners? I mean, maybe you are, but now you're an online business owner. What does online entrepreneurship mean? What this means is you're leveraging social media to promote yourself, your personal brand, and your business as much as possible to generate more sales, right? And that's the whole principle of business is hit a target in the market that is needed. I'm about to teach y'all business. By the way, I took business in university. I took like one class, so I think I'm qualified to teach you about traditional business on a university level. One class. I'm dead. One class. So like this is gonna be funny. So number one, any business, their goal is to produce sales, right? Generate revenue and make profits. Number two is to fit a hole in the market. So number one is pretty much making money. Number two is fitting a hole in the market, right? Finding something that's missing and being able to target that. And number three is growth, right? See, I didn't learn. I was being sarcastic, by the way. I only took one class in business in university because I took biomedical science. You guys know that. My background is biomedical science. I had no reason being successful in online business. But online business is a little bit different because I think it fits you can be a bit more creative and you don't have to be so confined to like a set of rules. You get what I'm saying? But traditional business teaches you this, that this is what the foundation of business is. But I know that I can hit this because number one, we know we can produce sales, revenues, and profits. We have so many people on the team doing that. If you got paid, wait, what day was it today? If you got paid yesterday on payday, Friday, drop Friday in the chat. If you got paid, drop Friday in the chat if you got paid yesterday. For my English speaking people, like if you're like from the business, quite a few of you, right? And the cool thing is we have a lot of you in North America, a lot of you in the Middle East, a lot of you in Europe, a lot of you in Africa, a lot of you everywhere. And the coolest thing with that is that we obviously have testimonials, right? Number two, we fit a hole in the market. How many people right now are looking to make an online income? Pretty much everyone. What COVID taught us, right? What the pandemic taught us was that job security is something that a lot of us, were misled to believe was actually, something. Many people lost jobs they never thought they would lose, even in the highest professions, the highest paying professions, right? Business failed. A lot of businesses failed, went bankrupt, and that was a problem. So we fit a hole in the market because so many people right now are looking for online ways to make money. Okay, so we satisfy requirement number two. And number three, growth. Growth is what a lot of businesses miss. But how do we do that? How is it that I have our guys and our girls here hitting hundreds of thousands of views or millions of views on social media? They're getting more attraction as a personal brand than some businesses are as a whole. Guys, my analytics right now, I'm not even the number one on the team as far as virality goes on Instagram, definitely not. But my dashboard right now on Instagram says I've reached 825,000 accounts in the last 30 days, which means my business has reached over 825,000 people. You guys get that? That's almost 1 million people a month that are exposed to my personal brand. That's insane. And I don't have a business degree. And some of you on the team are doing even better than me, right? With social media, which is insane. And some of you are brand new. So what does this mean? This means I have all three things I need to be successful. Now that you know the platform offers that, me getting 7 people, do you think that's hard now? No, it's not. All you need to do is follow the system. All you need to do is follow what everyone else is doing to be successful. So what we're going to do is this is going to break down into a few things. Number one is social media. Social media, this is my assignment to all of you if you haven't done it already. Okay. But with social media, we have an affiliate launch sheet. Ready to launch.business is www.readytolaunch.business is our launch site for GC champions. And we have on phase 2 an affiliate launch sheet. So if you've ever wanted to learn how to build an online business and go through a 7-day plan, this is exactly what you're going to go through. I want all of you to go through this if you haven't already. Maybe some of you lied to your mentor and said, yeah, Megan, I did it. But in reality, some of you guys don't even know it. I want you to really go through this and tell your mentor, be like, hey, listen, I'm going to do this 7-day plan. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to finish it in like 2 days. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to phase 3, which is the platinum PDF. Okay. The platinum executive PDF. So I'm going to learn exactly how to hit the rank of platinum executive through this PDF that is on the launch site. All you got to do is go to readytolaunch.business, click on the launch tab, scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. You should not be on this call if you didn't finish phase 1. So hopefully you did that. But phase 2 and 3 are really now up to you. So 90% of people will do the first step, but only, maybe 30% of people will do the second step. And that means even less will do the last step. So now how do I put myself ahead of most people going into the new year is I'm going to do these 2 things. Okay. Now this is what you can do. It's a 7-day plan, but you guys can actually finish this in you can finish the launch sheet in like 2-3 days, realistically, 2-3 days. It's very easy. And then I want you to focus on this. So the last month, our focus was platinums. This month, it's not really our focus, but indirectly, it's going to happen. Because like I said, I want to have 100 new people on the team by the end of the year. And a lot of the leaders, like I said, have bigger numbers than that are planned for the team. So I know we're going to crush that goal. It's not even going to be close. But what the Platinum Executive PDF means is that I'm going to balance 2 things. It's content and booking appointments. Content and booking appointments. These are the 2 things that I'm going to focus on this month. All of you, if you've never made something on social media, I encourage you to make something on social media. I encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and put content out there. Building your personal brand will yield you more results than some businesses as a whole. And all you have to do is just follow the plan. By the way, we have 2 new channels coming out. And I'm going to announce that at the end. I'm going to show you the channels, okay? One of them is going to be a supplement channel to what we have with GC Viral already. So we're going to have another social media channel for this team that's going to help you and show you every single person that's gone viral on the team and what they're doing right now to get there. I think that's going to be really dope. Okay. So number 1, content. I want you to have a content plan. The good thing is if you don't know how to do that, the affiliate launch sheet shows you how to do that. This shows you how to do that. Okay. Stay consistent with content every single day. This is a non-negotiable. Every day you should be posting something. Okay. Every single day. Any day that you don't post something, your business is closed. And trust me, do you think Amazon is closed? Do you think they have hours that they don't work? No, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? That's the power of online business. So your online business should be open all the time too. Make sure you have Instagram stories. Make sure you're talking about what you do. Make sure you're posting content related to what we do as entrepreneurs to get people interested. And then once you have people interested, number 2 is booking appointments. Now that I have people that are interested, I'm going to book appointments with them so I can show them what we have. Okay, so I'm going to pre-qualify them. And then I'm going to show them the plan. Who knows what pre-qualification means? What does it mean to pre-qualify someone? Let me get someone out of their comfort zone. If you know what pre-qualification is and you want to answer it, raise your hand and I'll have you say it to everyone on this call. Let's see who's brave. I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds. If not, I'm going to pick someone. Where's the Jeopardy? It's the Jeopardy music, right? Is that what it is? Is that what I'm thinking? I would like someone new. Yes. I would like someone new. If not, I'm going to pick one of the leaders, but you know what? Let me today is Dakota's lucky day because did she turn her camera off? Did she disappear? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Dakota, what explain to the team what is pre-qualifying a lead, okay?
Hello, hello. Pre-qualifying is seeing if they're coachable, willing, and hungry. Because, like we say, we want people on our team, but we don't want just anybody on our team. Is that a good answer? Is that too short?
So yeah, you want to find out if they're willing, coachable, hungry, and if they want to do what? If they want to invest in themselves, right?
Yeah.
So she explained it really well. And let me ask you something in front of everyone. Ever since you started pre-qualifying people on calls, have you noticed like a big difference?
Yes.
Yes.
I think
Is
I
that it?
pre-qualified them before I even get on a call.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's all. That's what I needed to hear. Because thank you, by the way. Let's say thank you, Dakota, in the chat. Thank you for her stepping up. Well, actually, she did. Actually, let me not even say that. I picked you. No one stepped up, but thanks, Dakota, for going on the spot. So, so you guys understand pre-qualification is super important. You do this before you even get on a call with someone. Why? Because I'm gonna find out if they're worth getting on a call for. What does this mean? This means that many people are just there to waste your time. So if someone reaches out to you, they're interested. Let me pick someone. Hey, Victoria. Victoria, I'm really interested in what you do. I saw your TikToks and I want to get started. What is it that you do? And then you go through the messages, you get on a call, and then after there's a couple of things that happen. Either one, they don't show up. Two, they just listen to everything just to say they don't have money. Or three, they're on the call and for whatever reason they randomly disappear. And it sounds like they got abducted or something, right? Like I don't know. Like I'm relating this to a story that Edwin told me, the funniest story ever. But trust me, you're gonna hear a lot of funny stories when it comes to calls that you do. To avoid this, what you're going to do is you're going to pre-qualify people. So I'm going to ask them, hey, look, are you willing, coachable, hungry? Are you willing to invest in yourself? Do you have $99 plus to actually put into, investing in yourself and an online business? Or if they're more interested in trading and investing, you can say, are you willing to invest in yourself on a monthly basis to actually fund your trading accounts or your investing accounts? You got to make sure. And this is, by the way, this is not a rude thing to ask because they're reaching out to you because you're the expert. In their mind, they think you are the expert, which a lot of you are. And some of you are learning to become, because at this point, who knows more about seeing success in entrepreneurship, them or you? Chances are it's probably you. Even if you haven't made all the money yet, you are surrounded by people that are doing it. The fact that you're even on calls like this means you are more qualified than most people on social media to actually give someone a plan to see success. Do you understand that? I don't want to hear, I need to make money first before I can teach someone. I need to see six figures before I mentor someone. That's not true. If I thought that, I would never be in the position I am now. So you're going to pre-qualify people, and that's going to be your key with booking appointments. Once you book the appointments, you're going to get them on a call. And here's where I want you, if you're brand new in the business, you're only a couple months in, I do not, listen, I'm going to repeat this. I do not want you to go on calls alone. Use your mentor, but make sure that you ask them if they're free first, okay? Because your mentors have busy schedules. Let's make sure that obviously you schedule in advance with them and you get them on calls. So, and again, these have to be only with pre-qualified people. Mentors, I'm allowing you to say no. Okay. I'm allowing you to say no. Only if they're not pre-qualified. That is the one stipulation. Okay. That's it. I don't want to hear, oh no, I can't do a call because I don't feel like it, or oh, I can't do a call because I'm gonna go out clubbing with my friends. Man, you cancel the club and you go do that call. Okay. If it's something important, then I get it. But make sure, again, for my new people on the team, let your mentors know in advance so they can book a time with you and the prospect. Do not be on the call alone, and only get on a call if they are qualified, because the next step, your mentor will know exactly what to do, how to present the information. So you're going to watch a presentation unfold in front of you, and you're going to learn how to do it yourself. And a presentation does not mean slides. It does not mean showing like PDFs. A presentation means having a conversation, having a conversation with a prospect, which is someone interested. If you don't know what a prospect is, this is someone that is interested in getting started, someone that you see potential in starting with your business. And what we're going to do is we're going to show them the information, show them the channels, which the top leaders know how to do. You're going to see this and you're going to learn from it, because eventually you're going to be the person that will do it. Does that make sense? Are we good so far? Can I get a thumbs up from the cameras? And can we get a 7 from the people with no cameras if we're good? Amazing. So what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're gonna go make content, right? So we're gonna start with the PDFs. We're gonna go through the launch sheet, the platinum PDF. We're gonna go through making content and booking appointments. We're gonna pre-qualify people. We're gonna show them the plan. We're gonna make sure we're not alone on that call because we're brand new, right? We need help from our mentor, and we're gonna do a presentation and actually get these people started. And that's how you're gonna hit your target of 7. That is how we're gonna do it. Now, to hit 7, you're gonna need to book a lot of appointments, and I want you to focus on that for this month. This is very, very part-time to hit a target like this. Once you want to make a bigger income, you're gonna have to dedicate more time. But this you can do even with 30 minutes a day, even with an hour a day. Trust me, it's possible. Okay, just depends how much efficiency you're doing, or how much efficiency you have in the work that you do in that time that you're committing to it. So that is pretty much the major thing with hitting that target. Okay, urgency. I like that. Urgency. Urgency is about doing things because they're important, not doing things frantically, right? Don't do things in a rush. Do them with importance. That's urgency. So what I want to explain next is a couple of the targets that we have, okay? And this is team targets. So yes, we're going to finish 100, right? 100 is done deal. The reason I want you to see this level of success is because going into 2023, I want you to be able to tell people around you that, it wasn't just a trial run. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Sean, that's really cute. Stefania, that's really cute. I love that you're trying this little business for the first time. And, let's see how long it lasts. How's your little thing doing? That's not what it is. I want you to go into the new year saying it wasn't a trial run. This was for real. And y'all didn't believe me, but now it's happening. I was able to look at all my friends and everyone that doubted me around me when I was first starting this thing. And I looked at them and I said, hey, this wasn't a trial run. I told you I was going to make it happen, and I made it happen. And that's the most satisfying thing in the world. So in 2023, we're going to make sure it wasn't a trial run. I'm going to make sure that all of you have massive businesses in 2023. And your mentors are going to make sure you have it as well. Massive businesses. I want to make sure all of you, if you can, you're traveling. Who wants to travel next year? Who wants to travel next year? Traveling is one of the most beautiful things that you can do. Experiencing new cultures, meeting your teams for the first time, being able to meet, my team globally, whether they came to Toronto or I flew elsewhere to meet them. Those are the best experiences that I've ever had in my life, because seeing them for the first time, after seeing them online for, an extended period of time, it's beautiful to see. I want y'all traveling. And more importantly, is I want to have massive events. How many of you want to get promoted at a full-time income, at a 6-figure income, on stage in front of thousands of people? Because that's the reality of what's happening next year. We're going to be doing events all over the world. And this is going to kick off in February in Atlanta. Okay. Which is Atlanta. And we're going to do events probably every month after that. So whether you're in Europe, you're in the Middle East, Africa, North America, South America, Central America, wherever you're tuning in from, Australia, I don't care where, Asia, I don't care where it is, everywhere, we're going to be doing events. And for you to have this opportunity to, number one, be seen at these events, that's social proof of what you're doing, right? On top of that, seeing success and being promoted, meeting your teams, trust me, your lives will change if you decide for it to change. And this is the breakdown of what's happening. And I want all of you to really see importance in this, because yes, some of you are probably like, what, Christian, I just wanted to, all I wanted to do is make an extra couple $100. What is this, all this big vision that you have? Trust me, to make the first $100, you got to be thinking about making the first 1,000. I always think bigger than what I actually want, because I know it's going to push me to my limits. What do they say? Shoot for the Shoot for the stars. If you miss, you'll land on a cloud. Right? Is that Kanye? I think that was what Kanye said. But that's the whole idea of what your mindset is make sure that you're setting big targets that push you so you could have the biggest growth possible in the new year. And the next 21 days are going to be so important with everything and all the assignments that I gave you. Now, what's cool is your Diamond Executive Plus uplines already have a campaign that's tailored for all of you to make sure that you're on the right track. Some of you are doing holiday campaigns. Some of you are doing choice campaigns. Some of you are doing new launches in new countries. Like, depending on what your leaders are doing, just follow that because they know you better than I do. And that's going to be the major thing that we run with. If you're enrolled by me or you're someone on one of my other teams, then we'll obviously work on that together. But GC Champions as a whole has everything set up. We're set up to win. So that's the major thing. So let me leave it at that, okay? As far as the plan goes. I mentioned Atlanta. I'll talk about that in January, but I would like all of you to think about that and think about traveling for the, I'll be at that event. All the leaders will be at that event. If you're in North America or you're even somewhere else, the chance to meet us there. But we'll talk more about that in specifics and tickets and all that. Like I said, in the new year. What else am I missing? That's pretty much it. So what we're going to do is two last things to end off this call. Number one is I'm going to show you the 2 new channels, which I'm giving you a sneak peek because they're not officially launched yet. I have a few people in them to test it out. And then at the end of this year, so in a couple of weeks from now, we're going to have this live for the entire team. So one of them, let me see if I can find it. Okay. Cool. So one of them here is, you guys see this channel? So we're going to have a channel that is called Champions Media. This is going to be a social media channel for all of you. That's going to act as another help and support for those of you that are really trying to level up your social media game, right? We're going to do that. Then we're going to also have a Champions VIP channel, which is all elite members. We're going to have an elite only channel, right? We're going to have an elite only channel for the team, which is going to be really cool. Those are the 2 new channels that we're going to have. So I hope you guys get excited about that. Also, we have our platinum, guys, we have a platinum chat here, if you guys can see. So platinum chat is going to be really cool. We're going to push this number as much as we can to get all of you guys in that. But those are the 2 new channels, Champions Media, Champions VIP. That's going to be an elite only channel and a social media channel, which is going to be really fun because that's going to just extra things for the team. All right, extra things for the team. And then, yeah, so pretty much that's it with the announcements. Now, what I want to do is highlight some people that have been able to do some really cool things in the month of November. So we're gonna play some music, and I'm gonna drop these people. We're gonna put them on the screen over here, and I want you guys to celebrate these people the same way you'd want to be celebrated. And these are all the people that hit a rank in the month of November for GCC. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do this. Actually, let me go to this playlist over here. So get ready to post on your Instagram. Get ready to tag some people on your team. For those of you that are leaders, I don't want you to miss having your team promoted on this call. Okay. So we're going to do this.